Characteristics of Islamic equities. Halal. Halal is an Arabic word meaning lawful or permissible. The opposite of the word halal is haram, which means prohibited or unlawful. In reference to food, it is the dietary standard, as prescribed in the Noble Quran. In terms of income, halal income is derived from working or investing in permissible Sharia-compliant businesses. Non-halal. Non-halal products. Alcohol. Pork products. Tobacco. Illegal drugs. Weapons. Non-halal businesses. Nightclubs and bars. Pornography. Casinos and gambling companies. Betting and lottery. For Islamic equity, they must comply with Islamic law. In Malaysia, some sectors that have been approved by the Sharia Advisory Council of the Securities Commission are consumer products and services, industrial products and services, energy, constructions, property, transportation and logistics, plantations, healthcare, financial services, utilities, telecommunications and media. Some examples of companies on the SAC list of Sharia-compliant securities as at May 22, 2020. AirAsia Group BHD, Asia Media Group BHD, Berjaya Food BHD, CAM Resources BHD, Cocoland Holdings BHD, Euro Holdings BHD, Pentamaster Corporation, Powerwell Holdings BHD, Redtone International BHD, and SCH Group BHD. Halal with a small portion of non-halal activities. If the main business is halal but some operational parts of the business involve non-halal activities, such as using conventional banking facilities, the companies can still be invested in if the percentage of non-halal activities does not exceed a certain specified threshold. There are two benchmarks for non-halal activities, 5% and 20%. The 5% benchmark is applicable to the following business activities: conventional banking, conventional insurance, gambling, liquor and liquor-related activities, pork and pork-related activities, non-halal food and beverages, Sharia non-compliant entertainment, interest income from conventional accounts and instruments, tobacco and tobacco-related activities, other activities deemed non-compliant according to Sharia. There are two benchmarks for non-halal activities, 5% and 20%. The 20% benchmark is applicable to the following business activities: hotel and resort operations, share trading, stockbroking business, energy, rental received from Sharia non-compliant activities, other activities deemed non-compliant according to Sharia. Characteristics of Islamic equities. Sharia compliant. According to Islamic principles, a company whose activities are in line with Islamic principles will be classified as Sharia compliant. Sharia compliant businesses will not have their major income received from transactions that involves riba, gharar, or maisir. Characteristics of Islamic equities. No guaranteed income and profit on capital. It is not permitted for a company to guarantee returns on investment because such a guarantee is considered as riba. Therefore, any company guaranteeing income on the investor's capital may be deemed as Sharia non-compliant. Characteristics of Islamic equities. Profit sharing. Purchasing stocks in the stock market is similar to the Islamic contract called mudaraba. Mudaraba is a partnership in profit where an investor provides capital to entrepreneurs. Profit is shared according to a predetermined ratio, but losses will be borne by the capital provider. Examples of profit sharing. If the companies that we invested in make a profit, the companies can either distribute the profit in terms of dividends or retain the profit for future company operations or expansion. The distribution of profits through dividends is an example of the profit-sharing concept. profit sharing with the investors is similar to the Mudaraba concept. As for the retained profit, it will increase value for the shareholders in terms of the appreciation and the value of their investment. If the companies that we invested in make a profit, the companies can either distribute the profit in terms of dividends or retain the profit for future company operations or expansion. In the debt market, investors will be the lender or partner to the companies or government that issued a debt sukuk. As for the retained profit, it will increase value for the shareholders in terms of the appreciation and the value of their investment. Buying Islamic equity from Bursa Malaysia. Let's suppose you want to buy Sharia-compliant Islamic equity in a formal exchange at Bursa Malaysia via your stockbroker. Ensure that it meets the characteristics of an Islamic equity. Halal. Sharia-compliant. No guaranteed income and profit on capital. Profit sharing. Then, select the Sharia-compliant company referring to the symbol attached to the company ticker name. Do note that different stockbrokers use different symbols. View of some examples of Sharia-compliant companies using symbols such as SO, carat, etc.